Developmental hockey on the way. We got the Sachem Developmental squad up against Northport Huntington, number 3 versus number 7 in the league standings, as we inch ever closer towards the end of this Suffolk County High School Hockey League. Of course, Northport Huntington on the left side of your screen wearing the white jerseys, and Sachem over to the right, a little bit off screen, wearing their Vegas Golden Knights-esque jerseys. Gotta love them. I think they're quite beautiful. My name's Kevin Broderick. I will be with you on this adventure through the 45 minutes of hockey we are about to witness. Should be getting into it very, very shortly, as warm-ups are about over before we get into the national anthem, and then the opening puck drop. Should definitely be an interesting one coming out from both teams. Looking at the top players right now for the Sachem Braves, Ryan Teague leading his team in points with 19 total in 8 games played, 13 goals, 6 assists, has a couple of points on the power play, including a shorthanded goal as well. Declan Prynn, 12 games played so far this season. He follows up Teague with 15 points, 5 goals, 10 assists, a couple power play goals. No shorty for him, but he does have a shorthanded assist. Matthew Miller, third place on his team in points, 13 games played, 9 goals, 6 assists, 2 power play goals, 2 power play assists, and 2 shorties. So definitely going to be a guy to keep your eye on anytime Sachem is shorthanded or on the power play. A little bit of a special teams warrior. As we line up for the national anthem, I will kick it over to the PA announcer here at the rinks in Hop Hog. Well, if you bet over on the national anthem time, I think you're just got a little bit richer in your bank account, because that was one to remember here at Hop Hog. Beautiful rendition. Not exactly sure who the artist is, but does it really matter? Top players coming out from Northport Huntington. Missing a few guys. Robert Koisko, definitely going to be one of their top players right now. I skated over, talked to the coaches before the game. Definitely went through a couple of guys that aren't going to be here. Not sure if that's still a part of the travel tournament that was taking place over the weekend, might be, or just other travel obligations, as we get into the puck drop here at the rinks. Controlled instantly by Northport Huntington. Back into their own zone, looking to play it up and out. Puck traveling around in the neutral zone for a second. Like I was saying, the Tigers, 7th place so far this season. They're 1-11 with 2 points, going up against the Sachem Developmental team, who is currently 3rd place in the Developmental League. Sachem is 7-6 on the season with 14 points. Quinn with the puck right now, passing it over to his left. As Northport Huntington, the first team to really get some offensive zone time right now. Puck goes back to the far point. Wraps around down low in the cycle. Quinn will chase after it. Chased quickly by Siciari. trying to come away with the puck. Quinn still battling in the right wing corner. Now finally getting some assistance from his teammates. Plays it to the left wing corner and sets it up for Tissot. On his backhand, he tries to get it around Brace. Intercepted by Sachem and now skated out. Zub with the puck. Losing it out, and a big hit in that left circle. Shot on goal, saved by Northport, and rebound available. Sachem not able to put it away. Looked like that opportunity belonged to Liam Ryan. Puck into the high slot, a slap shot, gets its way on net. Nice save, rebound loose, and also stays out of the net. Ryan with another good opportunity on that left post. DeCipio playing it down low. Ryan trying to get on the third opportunity, and he scores. Liam Ryan stays patient, and it nets his team the first goal of the game. We'll make it 1-0 in favor of Sachem. Off the face-off, Martinez gets it at first, backhands it into the offensive end, but it popped right back out. Coggins trying to go after it. Should be a called offsides here as Fuso was just a little bit too far past the blue line, and he puts his hand on his helmet, instantly realizing what he's done. But hey, when your team's up 1-0, it doesn't really matter much. Actually, okay. Scoreboard did update. Just wanted to make sure I had the score right in my head. Sachem does have that goal. Ryan off the face-off, gets it back to DeCipio, looking for a D-to-D pass. Over to his right, gets it to Kane, skates it past the blue line with some speed. A shot. Solid save. McCartney in net right now for Northport Huntington. Adam Stiesel in the net for the Braves. DeCipio scanning on the near board, just waiting for that puck to come towards him, but instead it goes down low for Martinez. Looks for a wraparound attempt, denied on the far side, tries the near side now and loses out the puck. Tigers player to the near side boards, bounces back into the slot, shot on goal for Prin, but it goes just a little bit wide. Getting a second opportunity, but that is intercepted and played till the far boards again. This shot comes forward, no goal as it was called. McCartney had it before the puck dribbled in. .12:10 left in the first period. Sachem out to the quick 1-0 lead. Face-off played to the left wing corner by Tissot. Wraps around the boards, but held in by the Braves. Tolliver there plays a shot wide right of the goal, allowing his team to continue to chase after it. Adams the first one to it, there with Tolliver. But the puck gets played out just barely past the blue line. No, stays in. Second opportunity for Northport, and they break out. Solid play from Nicholas Tissot. Puck comes back to the neutral zone. Strong play for Tolliver, gets it in deep, but it's whacked right back out. Meyer past the blue line, just barely staying onside, dragging around. Looked like he was setting up a lethal wrist shot, but instead just holds on to it. Centering pass, Sachem in the slot, look for the shot on goal, and they score. Sachem now up 2-0. 11:27 left to play in the first period as we'll take a second look at that goal. Just got the end of it. Seeing the puck slide in towards the back of the net. Under 5 minutes, Sachem already have two. Puck played into the Tigers' offensive end, but quickly cleared right back out. Tolliver bringing it up the right wing. Has Adams to his left for a pass, but instead played out by Northport. Here comes Quinn forward with it. Loses it out. Quinn still staying strong on his skates. Looking for a back pass now to Thomas Martin. Martin playing it forward back towards Tissot. Pass intercepted. Now the puck caroms to the near side boards. Guzzo getting it in deep, chasing after it. Puck behind Sachem's net. Played off the far boards, but not out. Nice play from Quaisko to keep it in at the far side. Tissot there to help him out. Sachem take it away. Nice toe drag. Still going forward. Sachem finally broken up on the play. It was Maisel with that toe drag to get into the offensive end. Maisel now with a shot blocked by his own teammate. Puck loose in the slot. Rebound goes over to Tissot. Looks to clear. Getting a nice pass up to Guzzo. Another one stretched forward. Gets it to Quinn. Quinn trying to get into the offensive end. Loses control of it a little bit, and Sachem do get the puck out of trouble to the near boards. Shot on goal. That will get its way to net. Testing Steelsel for the first time, but he's more than up to the challenge. Under 10 minutes to play in this first quarter. Puck on the far side now. Tap down low. Tissot with it again, looking for a centering pass. Broken up slightly by Sachem and steered behind the net. Puck to the far boards once more. Now Sachem can look to break out, skating 2-on-2. One player going for a change, so 2-on-1 into the offensive end. Puck hovering around at the blue line. Sachem able to keep it in. Zub with it right now, playing a pass towards the slot. Gets it over to his teammate, Tolliver. Looks for a shot on goal, and that is saved. Zub winning that face-off cleanly. Gets the stick of Meyer and just barely past the blue line. DeCipio tapping his stick as a passing option. Meyer looking up ice, backhands it forward. Zub ahead to Tolliver. Pass interrupted. DeCipio gets it back. Playing it to the opposite end. Brunsma getting it up on the right side. Pressure applied at the far boards. DeCipio wants it again. Puck played towards the slot instead, bouncing around. Zub gets it. One more pass. Looking for the tap home and saved expertly by McCartney. Puck to the right wing circle. Tigers still looking for a clearing opportunity, fanning on a couple of them. Zub tries to win the puck at the far boards. He does. Getting it around one player now into the right wing corner. Zub with it back. Has DeCipio up top, doesn't get the pass off to him. The puck is cleared past the blue line and into the Braves' defensive end. Meyer overskates it a little bit, allows Liam Coggins to whack it in a little bit further. Coggins with the pressure allows his team to keep the puck in at the far point. Sachem applying pressure there, and the backstop of Kreich just barely able to keep the puck away from a breakaway. Now here come the Braves into the offensive end. Plenty skating room for Tolliver. Had DeCipio, instead goes towards the slot, one-on-one in the net, dragging to the backhand, they score. Definitely we'll take a look at that highlight-worthy goal. Dragging it around to the backhand and just tucking it home. Great play from Sachem as they go up 3-0. Puck goes down for an icing. We pause with 7:35. Ryan Guzzo on the faceoff, wins it back to Thomas Martin, looks for a shot into the slot. Denied by Sachem, and they skate it out. Prin with it right now up the left wing with plenty of speed. Prin breaking in on net, looking for a shot, saved. And the puck looks like it's held under the pads of McCartney. Still 3-0 for Sachem. Northport looking to get on the board. Yet to win a game against Sachem this year, trying to change that towards the end. Ciciari with a shot, slap shot from the point. Gets under the pads of McCartney again. Puck towards the slot. Once again, Thomas Martin playing it to the near boards. Not out, though. Braves still have an opportunity on this offensive possession. Brace with it, trying to get in front of the net. Nice back check from Liam Coggins. Will clear it out. Now both teams making some line changes. Miller will be on the face-off. Northport Huntington win it and look for the breakout. Some speed going north finally, but interrupted in the neutral zone. Good play from Martinez, getting it back into the offensive end. Put back into neutral ice, and here comes Northport with the final break. Just barely played to this near corner. Quinn getting onto it. Quinn forcing the turnover with Guzzo, but the puck then cleared by the Braves. Puck off the pads of McCartney. Back into neutral ice. Sachem get it in their own end. Rister forward to Fusa. Now he chases after it into the offensive end. Koisko wrapping around the boards. Hard pass and does get past the blue line. Quinn was almost sprung forward. Now has to make sure he stays on side at the blue line. Puck bounces around in the neutral zone again. Thomas Martin for it. Gets it ahead. Tissot loses it out. Miller getting it forward. Past Thomas Martin, but not with the puck. Back to the blue line. Braves tap it ahead. Fusa going after it with Miller. Instead, it's won by Tissot. Fusa capitalizing on a turnover. Pushed off his line, now gets the near boards. Miller an opportunity to play it forward, but instead comes past the blue line, and Fusa gets it there. Fusa trying to get past number 25, Michael Greisch. Now puck out the far side. Beal tried to whack at it, just barely fanned on the pass, and now they're called offsides, and we pause with 5:05 left to play in the first. Puck played into the Braves zone. DeCipio back for it. DeCipio getting below his own red line, mishandling a little bit. Beal has an opportunity to recover on it. DeCipio now with Adams at the far boards, getting some support from Miller, and now the Braves can look to skate it out. Tolliver getting it in deep, below the red line, centering pass, puck loose for a second, and then gets below the red line. Zub another centering try, and that one's going to bounce around a couple of sticks, but not in any danger. Liam Coggins got in onto the forecheck, not able to win the puck out, though. Braves head into their own zone for now. Zub didn't put his stick on that pass, and it comes into the neutral zone, down into the Tiger zone end because of it. Greisch trying to drag around the forecheck of Tolliver. Does get it out. Pass fanned on by Beal. Second opportunity, this time he plays it towards the stick of Adams. Kane with it, building some speed in his own end. Kane now getting a rush going forward. Going to be 2-on-1, breaking all the way down. Puck on his backhand, switches the forehand, almost gets a highlight goal right there. 3:37 left to play in the first. Kane looking for a centering pass, but none of his teammates are quite in position yet. That's how fast up the ice he was. Kane getting back to his own blue line. His pass interrupted and then reclaimed by his own team. They skate forward again, this time with Meyer. On his forehand, looks for a shot, saved by McCartney. .316 remaining in the first. Northport Huntington still looking to get back into this game with a goal. Sachem applying some pressure on the forecheck. Prin forcing the turnover, then getting it in deep. Gets his skates taken out from under him. 3 minutes to play here in the first. Coming forward is Quinn. Quinn on his forehand, looks for a shot. Gets some more pressure, but not able to solve SCHSHL just yet. Quinn onto the face-off. Wins it back towards his side, but instead taken forward by Tolliver. Tolliver getting ahead of everyone so far, winning the puck out, at least preventing an icing. Quaisko eventually the first one to it, and now allowing his team to break out now with Quinn carrying the puck at the blue line. Quinn now past the red, getting it into the offensive end, up the right side. Quinn another shot and another save. SCHSHL not freezing it, instead keeps it going. Braves start moving forward. Tolliver a pass. Trying to get in with Brunsma. Just a little over 2 minutes left to play in the first. Puck again with Prin. Right wing circle, gets it stripped. Prin winning it back below his own net, looking for a pass up top. Comes past a couple of his own teammates, but barely held in at the blue line. Brunsma with it again. One-on-one against Thomas Martin, trying to get in front of the net. The Braves get a shot and a second one, both saved by McCartney, and there's the whistle for relief. So goals coming from Ryan Adams and Prin. 3 unanswered. No penalties here in the first. It's been a clean game in that regard. Miller into the face-off for the Braves in the offensive end. Quinn's going to be the one to take it forward. A stick check from Miller is going to interrupt his momentum, and Miller gets the puck now. Playing it across to his captain. Look to play a pass off the boards ahead for Brace, a little too far from him. Now it gets slapped back into the neutral zone. Both teams jockeying for the puck. Guzzo had it for a second, now taps it forward again, and allows his team to break up. 2-on-1. Here come the Tigers looking for a shot, and another save for SCHSHL. Best offensive opportunity for the Tigers yet this game, with 1:18 left to play in the first period. Ryan Guzzo into the offensive face-off. Tiso over to his right, Quinn to his left. Puck dropped. Smacks it back to Quinn, then goes to the far point. Held in by the Tigers. They get it down low. Puck wrapping around the boards. Brace now fighting for it up high. Tiso playing it in a little bit deeper. Miller has it on his stick for a second, looking for either a passing lane or an opportunity to clear. Does get the puck out of the blue line. Tigers have to check up. There they go. In the meantime, the Braves have an opportunity to get going forward. DeCipio with the puck again, up the left wing. Facing down Tiso, going to pass it off before he gets there. And Guzzo reclaims it because of it. Passing it ahead to Quinn. Quinn trying to dump it in. Instead, it ends up on the stick of Meyer with 36 seconds left to play in the first. Meyer with it, up the right side. Meyer passed around a check from a couple of players. Meyer now really getting going. Has Miller over to his left. Meyer going all the way. Puck on his forehand to the backhand. Barely able not to score. McCartney got that right to left momentum just enough. But now the Braves have had a couple of single-man rush opportunities. Haven't capitalized on them yet, but still with the 3-0 lead looking good in this game. Less than 10 seconds to play in the first. Miller with one more opportunity. Gets it past the blue line, trying to put it in deep. Greisch there to meet him. Miller with the puck again, and we hit zeros on the clock for the first, with the score 3-0 in favor of Sachem. We'll be right back here on the LI Sports Network. Now, and we're back for the second in a flash. Quick offense for the Braves. Shot saved by McCartney. Offensive face-off now coming for Sachem. Zub into the dot. Zub wins the face-off, back to his captain, Kane. He passes it to his left for McCarthy. Shot on goal. McCartney got all of it. A couple of quick shots coming to start the second. Zub into the face-off dot again. Winning it back to Kane again. This time he holds up. Kane firing it himself. Glove saved from McCartney. Plays it to the near boards for Kane to get it back. Kane, another shot, tried to get it tipped out in front. McCartney with another save. Zub was very close to tucking that one home. Well set up play from the Braves. Tigers making a couple more substitutions. Getting their 5 on the ice. Referee's giving them a chance to get off. Face off, Zub wins it. Back to Kane. Kane, a shot blocked out in front by Tiso. Martinez tries to play it in towards the slot. Slot again, Zub, a shot saved by McCartney. Sachem really coming out with the pressure right now. Zub in front of the net again. Sends that one a little bit too high. Puck wraps around the boards to the far side. The Braves keep it in, looking to get in front of the net again. Martinez there for it. Instead, it goes over to Fusa. Fusa to Zub. Zub takes it to the left wing corner. Pulling up, looking for a centering pass. Martinez almost got the tuck. Now comes ahead for Tiso. The Tigers skate forward, break out of their own end, and look for some offense of themselves. Tiso dragging around one player, can't, and the Sachem Braves put it back into the neutral zone. Fusa with it again, giving it over. Martinez falls to the back check of Thomas Martin. Now into the left wing corner. Skating down forward is Quaisco. Back up to McCarthy at the far point. Plays it in, right wing corner. Braves holding it in still. Great forecheck coming from them. Kane, a wrister. That gets to the front of the net. And once again saved by the netminder, Matthew McCartney. Offense just coming in waves right now for the Braves. As they make some more substitutions. Prin will be taking the face-off. Puck drop from the referees, and Prin will win it back. Tigers pounce on it, first to it, getting it past Scipio. Now Quinn breaks out past his blue line. Quinn with a lot of speed in the neutral zone, getting it towards the offensive end. A wrister that goes a little bit too high. I think Steel Soul might have gotten a piece of it with his glove as well as we approach 13 minutes left in the second. 3-0 still the score. An update on all of your scores. William Ryan scored the first goal. 13-17 left to play in the first, assisted by Anthony DeCipio. followed up by Christopher Adams, assisted by Matthew Miller with 11:29 left to play in the first. And then the most recent goal scorer, Declan Prynne, assisted from Kane Tolliver with 7:41 left to play in the first. And that's how we got to our 3-0 score. Currently 12:43 left to play in the second period. Been a little bit since we've seen anyone score. Obviously, the Tigers are still eager to get on the board, make this a more competitive game. I would say the Braves are fine with just playing a defensive style, but considering the offense they've generated, and here comes DeCipio just as I say that, in on net, he scores! DeCipio mixing it up into the rush and gets his team the fourth of the game because of it. As we take a look at that replay here on the LI Sports Network, just in the neutral zone, a turnover, DeCipio capitalizes on it, splitting the defenseman, getting in all alone on net, looks for the wrist shot and beats his man. Easy as you like, and now it's 4-0 for the Braves. Back to live, they win the face-off as well. Trying to get it going north. Maisel with it, gets taken out, and the referees will call that a penalty, so upcoming on the Tigers. Penalty will be enforced at 12:05, 2 minutes for tripping. It's going to be number 25, Michael Greisch, to the box. 2 minutes, like I said. So now we can see what the Braves will do on the power play. Face-off duty falls to Miller. We'll keep it in the offensive end for a second. Kane keeping it in at the near point. Kane a shot on net. It's going to be instantly frozen by McCartney. Miller to the face-off again. As Kane behind him. Kane's taken plenty of shots in this situation so far this game. Miller does eventually get it back to him. Kane looks for another shot and right into the glove of McCartney. Just trying to freeze the puck as often as he can. Matthew McCartney needed to stretch up to reach that one as well. .140 left on the power play for the Braves. They cycle the puck low again. First one to it is Coggins. Tries to get it out, but it's held in at the point by Kane. Another shot and right into the pads of McCartney for another freeze. Both teams making some changes. Zub onto the ice. He's been good in the face-off zone so far this game. Has Ciciari back if he wins the face-off. Quick shot taken by Edward Brace. Puck now goes to the far side, kept in by DeCipio. Brace has it again, left wing circle. Brace trying to get in it towards the slot, has it on his forehand, carrying it over to his right. Gets it down low, or at least intended to get it over to the Zoo, but instead it ends up in the midst of the Tigers and they clear the zone. Puck taken away again by the Tigers, but not able to be cleared. Here comes DeCipio, another wrister, goes wide right of the net. Held in at the point by Ciciari. He fumbles with the puck just a little bit, able to keep it in nonetheless. Another slap shot straight into the pads of McCartney, and another pause. Still a little over 45 seconds to play in the power play. 10:52 to play in the period. Prynne back into the face-off zone. Prynne getting it back to DeCipio. Drags around in the slot. DeCipio now going forward, looking for a shooting lane, puts it a little too high. Martinez on the rebound, battling one-on-one against Koisko. Koisko gets it to the far side. To Guzzo trying to clear. Held in at the right point. Second opportunity almost gave the Tigers a breakaway. Now here comes Koisko. Nice one-on-one move, trying to get it into the net front. Centering pass broken up by Steelsel. The Braves still on this power play, getting hemmed in their own zone. 12 seconds left. Get the puck behind their net, wrapping around. Both players getting tied up there and getting taken to the ground. Here's finally the breakout for the Braves, but the power play is over. Couple shots on net. Most of them coming off the face-off. Puck net front, Fusa trying to get it in. Turned aside by Tiso. Puck towards the slot again. Prin first one to it, broken up once again by Koisko. Braves hold it in one more time. Prin dragging around, looking for a shooting lane, finds one, gets it in on net. Saved by McCartney. It's been solid all game.
Give it a shot. Give it a shot. Yeah, you want to say goal for it?
Miller into the faceoff. Gets it in net front. Denied. Almost played in front of the slot again. Finally comes out of the zone. McCarthy back for it. Looking for a D-to-D pass. Gets it to the far side. Off the boards and into the Tigers zone. Should be good for an icing as the referees wave it off. Greisch, the first one to it, wrapping around. Miller now with it in the right circle. Gets it stripped on a back check, then wins it back himself. Centering pass goes over. Shot on goal. A little too high. I think it might have been broken up in front. Meyer pinches in. Keeps the puck deep with the backhand. Over to Tolliver. Make that Maisel actually with the puck in the left wing corner. Trying to wrap it around for Miller. Denied. Played back to the point for Meyer. Misses it on the backhand and comes into the neutral zone. Meyer with it. Could give it over to McCarthy. Instead keeps it himself. Meyer with a nice couple of moves. Getting it into the right side of the rink. Meyer now below the goal line. Could look for a centering pass. Dragging it around to the far side. Meyer's just going on a far journey right now, finally looking for the pass, interrupted by the Tigers, and they break out the other way. Meyer still with gas left in the tank, almost won the puck back on a back check. And now the Braves get it going forward. Miller coming ahead, has Maisel to his left. Miller getting in on net, dragging around one more player, finally interrupted. Tigers have had a couple of nice defensive plays in this second period. Still letting up one goal. Puck now going ahead into the other end. McBreedy, the first one to it. McBreedy trying to play it up top to Quinn. Gets it on his forehand, puts it in a little bit deeper. Guzzo going after it. Quinn with it again in the slot. Back to Guzzo. Now to Tiso, looking for a shot. Puck held in at the point by Thomas Martin and then past him. So the Braves can now break out. Good neutral zone play from Koisko. Meyer coming back up. Meyer just had that long run where he went all the way around the rink. Now here comes Quinn on a breakaway. Quinn's going to be one-on-one against Steelsel. Quinn on the forehand to the backhand. Forehand again, goes 5-hole and scores. Great play from Quinn, getting his team on the board. Showing off the mitts as well as we take a look at that on the replay. Obviously, you can see this is a breakaway all day. Forehand, backhand, forehand, just dribbling around. Gets to the forehand one more time, tucks it 5-hole. That's exactly how you do it, a goal scorer's goal. It's now 4-1, Northport Huntington on the board. Quinn coming back into the offensive end, giving over to Tiso. Tiso fans on it a little bit, leaves it for Guzzo, looking for a shot, and they score! Tiso makes it 2. Cutting the deficit in half in just a couple of seconds. We take another look at that on the replay. Puck left by Guzzo. Sachem player falls down to his feet. Left for Tiso. He just gets a quick snapshot, hits the post, and gets it in. Traffic out in front will always do good things for the offense. Checking to see just how close those goals were. The first one from Quinn scored at 7:12. The second one from Tiso scored at 6:57, assisted by Guzzo and Quinn. So a 2-point night for Christopher Quinn so far. Obviously looking to add on a little bit more as his team still trails by 2. 6:54 left to play in the second. Puck tied up on the near boards for now. Koisko keeps it in. Gets it over to Tiso. Looks for another wrister to go in, but instead it goes past Thomas Martin at the far side and back into the Tigers' end. McCartney, who's done a lot of the heavy lifting for his team, taps it over to McCarthy that ends up in the neutral zone. Guzzo trying to send it ahead. Brace now on the forecheck. Puck to the near side. Prin battling for it. Getting it ahead to Ryan. Ryan and Prin. Prin for a shot wide left. Caroms to the far side. Quinn gets to it. Prin on the forecheck and gets the puck back. Prin trying to step around a check but falls on the far boards. Now here come the Tigers in 2-on-1. Here comes Quinn, a lot of speed, getting it on his forehand. Could look for another shot. Saved by Steel Soul. Puck goes to the right wing corner, tapped by Prin. Gets it ahead to Brace. Tigers keep it in. Quinn on the backhand, looking for a shooting lane. Denied by McCarthy. Puck played out by Ryan. Ryan ahead to Prin. Prin on the backhand sends it in past Tiso. Now they'll go off for a change. Greisch trying to get it ahead. Coggins skating back on it. Slapped forward by Hahn. Allowing Beal to go on the forecheck. Comes back to Martinez. Martinez with it. Carrying it in, dragging around a couple of players. Martinez looking for a centering pass, still with the puck. Wrapping around the net, shoving it short side. No goal. I thought Martinez saw the light at the end of the tunnel there with that shot. Miller into the face-off, Kane behind him. Deadly combination, but the puck isn't won by the Braves. They do hold it in. Puck almost touched with a high stick. McAllen with it again, getting it ahead. Miller back the other way. Miller walking the goal line, looks for a shot, saved by McCartney. Only into the second period here at the rinks, and my toes are already starting to lose feeling. Ciciari lining up for a one-timer, no good. Ciciari takes it back, D-to-D passed. The Braves trying to get it forward. Another pass to Adams, goes a little bit behind him. Ciciari now taking it forward. Team called on sides. Taken away, though, by Beal. He wraps around his own net. Has to get around the check from Adams. DeCipio holds it in at the far point. DeCipio, a pass forward. Adams, a one-timer, goes wide left of the net. Greisch with it. 2-on-1 in the right wing corner. Ciciari with it again. Around one check. Ciciari looking for a shooting lane. Wide right of the goal. Maisel now with it. Left wing corner. Maisel gets taken out. Reich doing a good job in the defensive end, but DeCipio keeps it in one more time. Wrist shot on net, doesn't ever get there. Tigers almost had a breakaway, but it's still held in, actually. DeCipio with a great play at the far point. Zub, a backhand pass forward. Broken up, but ends up getting towards the slot. A shot on goal for McCarthy. McCartney made the save. Adams with it. Has his basket picked, but gets it over to Zub. Zub sliding it over, and a great goal. Sachem getting it done with the passing, and now they're up 5-2. Taking a look at that on the replay. You can see just a pass from Zub, sliding it over with the backhand, and then just tapped in, using a lot of strength. Does get it past McCartney. 5-2 game, Sachem still on top.
Not on the desktop, no.
Shot was going a little bit wide, but McCartney gets it in the glove just in case. Prin will be on the face-off. McCarthy will be behind him for the one-timer. Play that the Braves have gone for quite a few times this game. Prin does win the face-off. Instead, it's back to Meyer. Taps it left of the goal. Meyer getting his own rebound, trying to rim it around the boards with the backhand. Sent fans on it and instead passes it over to Tolliver. Now with the puck. Holding it, wrapping it around, gets it to Prin below the goal line. Prin centering pass attempted, but he hits it off the back of the goal instead. Prin still with the puck. Second opportunity. Prin will just skate around with it, challenged by Quinn, and Quinn will take it away. Quinn now breaking out past the blue line, chipping it off the boards and forward. Quinn with a lot of speed going into the offensive end, and called for an icing. Wasn't quite able to hold the puck on his stick. He'll come all the way back down to the offensive end for the Braves to take another face-off. Dylan Mazel with the most recent goal, assisted by Zub and Adams. That goal coming with 2:58 left in the period. Meyer a one-time blast, stick save. Puck at the far boards. Tolliver trying to reclaim it, playing it down low. Denied for a second by the Tigers. Now they look to clear. Should go down for an icing. Quinn was racing to it first and puts his arm up in frustration. Definitely would have gotten there. 1:54 left to play in the second. Miller into the offensive dot. Puck dropped. He wins it back to Ciciari. Has Kane to his right. Ciciari shoots himself. Pad stop from McCartney. Puck to the far side boards. Held in for a second. Oh, Quinn almost springing forward on the mishandle. Tissot now with the puck. Tissot cutting across towards the slot. Gets his momentum interrupted by a couple of stick checks. Puck still in the offensive end for the Tigers. Trying to get it down low. Quinn coming after it. Quinn slapping it. Getting it past Kane, who is in on defense. Hard to get around Kane. Solid skater. Guzzo with it behind the net. Guzzo tapping it out in front. Quinn was there, but not able to shove it home. Koisko holding it on the near point. Gets it in deep again for his team. Kane has some time and space to play it out. Taps it forward to one of his forwards, but instead will just skate onto the puck again and take it out himself. Less than a minute to play here in the second period. Both teams scoring 2 apiece. Quick goals as well for Northport Huntington. They scored at 7:12, then again at 6:57. Before the response came in from Sachem with 2:58 left. A lot of the offensive pressure coming from Northport Huntington was started by Quinn. Obviously in that one-on-one breakaway, and then getting it into the offensive end again for a centering pass that eventually worked its way to Tissot, whose wrist shot went in off the post. Last offensive look here for the Tigers in the second. They get it around to Quinn, tries to shove it in. Tissot scores, actually. At least he believed he did. Waiting for the referees to signal. And they do score. So a third from the Tigers. Again, credit coming from Tissot. 23.5 left on the clock. So once again, a 2-goal game. Puck dropped. Guza trying to play it forward. Instead, coming away with it is Zub. Around one check, then gets his stick lifted from behind. Quinn trying to slap it out. Kept in by Meyer. Looks for a shot, but hits too much traffic out in front. Caroms to the far boards. Not held in by the Braves at the far point, back into the neutral zone. And that should kill it for the second period. Maybe one last rush coming from Meyer. He plays a shot in on net. Saved by McCartney. Was a bit of a bouncer, so could have had some dangerous potential, but still saved. And we head into the third with a 2-goal game on our hands here on the LI Sports Network. And we're back for the third period. 15 minutes left on the clock for regulation. Zub against Beal at center ice for the faceoff. Sachem trying to win their 8th game of the season. Still third place in the Developmental League. For Huntington, it would just be their 2nd win of the season in 7th place. Puck starts off in Sachem's own end. Centering pass there, but not any danger. Ciciari with it. Bringing it forward around a couple of checks. Ciciari now tapping it ahead. Puck off his teammate's skates and stays out of the offensive end, and now they're called offsides. 14:35. Still to play in regulation. 2 goals to chase for the Tigers. Most recent goal coming from Nick Tiso, his 2nd of the game, unassisted. Zub trying to get into the offensive end. Assisted by Fusa. Zub had a chance for a shot, then got it denied. McCarthy whacks it in deep again, and then it's played out by the Tigers. Puck in deep. Centering pass was available for a second. Quaisco carrying it in from the far point, now wrapping around. Centering pass there. Northport whacking at it, comes to the near side post, but never played on net. Coggins chasing after it, comes over to Fusa. Nice check from Thomas Martin, keeps it in. Shot on goal attempted, and then denied and played out by Sachem. Martinez plays it in deep once he gets past the red line, then goes off for a change just like the rest of his teammates. New lines out. Northport still with the same lines. Quaisco with it again. Quaisco bringing it ahead and plays it in deep. Kane skates onto it. Kane now around, up and out. Onto the stick of Thomas Martin for a second, then slapped forward by Maisel. Back to Quaisco. He skates it forward and lifts it into the neutral zone. Maisel not called offsides. Definitely was close there. Putting on the brakes, carrying it to his backhand, back to the forehand and passes it. Now centering pass tried One-timer lined up, second shot, and they score. First goal of the third period belongs to Sachem, and once again, they double up the score of Northport. Take a look at that on the replay. Centering pass coming from Prin, just going across ice. Here you see the first one-timer kind of fanned on, second one-timer, and it goes. Obviously, still a lot of hockey left to play. Northport have had some moments of offensive brilliance. A lot of it coming from Quinn. That goal coming from Dylan Maisel, assisted by Chris Adams at 12:44 left in the third. Puck down low right now for Meyer. Trevor Meyer carrying it forward up the right side. Now around a couple of checks, past Tissot as well, breaking into the offensive end. 3-on-1 if he can get the pass off, centering it, but it gets into the pads of McCartney, who shuts down that opportunity. Puck the far boards, three players all jockeying for it. Comes net front, saved by McCartney again. He's been tested a whole bunch in this game, has come up more often than not with the save. Left wing corner, Northport trying to break out. Held by Tissot, he's denied in the neutral zone, reclaims the puck. Bobbling it around with it just a little bit, finally gives it off to Quinn. Quinn gaining speed, cutting over towards the middle. Miller coming in for the check, knocks him off his line, so Quinn passes it to the far point. Pressure applied by Sachem, and they do get it out. Sachem now with a little bit of numbers going forward, not offsides. Now Miller needs to check up. Referee accidentally blocks that dump attempt, and it stays out because of it. Guzzo breaking ahead. Guzzo dragging around one, but nice stick work from McCarthy. Guzzo with the puck again. Once again losing it out to Sachem. This time it's Zub with a nice stick work. One more opportunity. Here comes Tissot on the backhand. It's a little bit of a weak shot that goes wide right of the goal. Might have been trying to center it instead. Taken forward. Big hit from Meyer. Just rolling over a couple of kids in the neutral zone. Now turning that into offense. Meyer at the front of the net. Meyer with another hit, getting a centering pass to Zub. Puck lost in his skates, gets net front. Meyer trying to whack at it. Now takes it into the right wing corner. Meyer using his body for position. Centering pass, Martinez could have tucked it in. Zub now with it, his shot broken up. Great defensive work from Quinn. Looks for his teammates to break out. Tissot trying to get around Kane, but Kane holds it in. Kane now breaking into the slot. Stick lifted from behind from Quinn. Good defensive play. Now Tissot trying to break out again. Quinn coming forward with Tissot. They're going to be 2-on-2. Kane taking the man right now. Shot from Quinn. That's going to be saved by Stiesel. Tissot coming into the left wing corner, and he's going to get a penalty drawn for his team. Waiting for Sachem to touch up, and there it is. So with a little over 9:30 left and in a 3-goal deficit, the Tigers will be on a power play. Penalty will be assessed to number 25. Ciciari in the box for 2 minutes. Face-off taken by Beal. Will win it back to his team. Quick shot blocked out in front. Now they'll reset, getting the puck over to Thomas Martin here on the right side. Martin shoots, tipped by Kane in front, but still gets to his goalie safely and covered up by Stiesel. Another face-off for the Tigers. This time won by Tiso. Gets it to the near point. Shot for Thomas Martin ends up at the end boards. Quinn looks for a centering pass. Broken up this time by Prin. Prin with the puck again. Whacks it forward on the backhand. Gets it ahead for Martinez, but instead kept in by Tiso. Tiso walking over to his left. Dragging around Prin. Pulling up on the backhand. Could pass it back out to the point and does get it to Koisko. Koisko is shot high one. Out in front, rebound available. Quinn trying to whack at it. Puck goes just wide to the right. Another shot for Quinn, this time saved. Stiesel getting enough of it. Over a minute to play on the power play. 8:39 to play in regulation. Looks like timeout will be called. So we're going to look at the goals right now. So far, Sachem started off with four goals in the game before the Tigers scored their first. First goal for Sachem scored by Orion, assisted by DeCipio. Next up is Adams, assisted by Miller, followed by Prin, assisted by Tolliver. And then Anthony DeCipio scored unassisted. Finally, the Tigers got onto the boards with Christopher Quinn on a breakaway, followed up by Tiso on a nice wrist shot, assisted by Guzzo and Quinn. Dylan Mazel found the response, assisted by Jackson Zub and Adams. Tiso found his second of the game, unassisted. And then the most recent goal scorer, Dylan Mazel, assisted by Adams, with 12:44 left in the third period. And that's how we find ourselves into a 6-3 game. Like I said, 8:39 left to play in regulation, 1:08 on this power play for the Tigers. So with the timeout expiring, they'll get back into the offensive end. Guzzo into the face-off against Mazel. Tied up. Mazel using his body to push Guzzo to the ground, but the Tigers still come away with the face-off win. Mazel with it again has a chance to clear and does get it past the point. Just a little bit too hard for Thomas Martin at the near point. Tigers fighting for it again. Here comes Quinn. Now Quinn in a one-on-one. Gets it down low. Tiso to follow up the rebound. Puts it below the net one more time. Quinn with it again. Battling against McCarthy, passing it over. Tiso loses it out to Fusa, but held in by Thomas Martin. He looks for a shot from the slot, blocked out in front. Still held in. Guzzo looks for another centering pass, and now it finally comes out. Koisko reclaims the puck for his team, waiting for them to get on sides. Koisko gets it in. Mazel there to try to deny. Fusa with him. Mazel again, finally clears. 13 seconds left in this power play. Looks like the Braves will kill it off successfully. Pass ahead, Quinn tips it. Meyer, the first one to it in the defensive end, wraps it around the boards to Adams. Adams looks to collect on the backhand, instead kept in by Koisko, then followed up and played out. Should go down for an icing. The referees will call it as such. Face-off won by Sachem, but not played out.
Oh, okay. All right.
Meyer onto it again.
All right. You record one goal.
I think that's Ciciari with it actually coming up the near side. Ciciari breaking in past the left wing. Still trying to hold on to it. Puck going over towards the slot, back out, looking for a shot wide right of the goal. Rebound actually out in front, and they score. Take a look at that replay. Puck just comes out. Mazel, strong wrister, blocked out in front by his teammate Miller. Just recollects that rebound and tucks it home. Insurance goal late into the third.
Just put it on the
7-3 now for Sachem. Maisel winning it again, getting into the offensive zone. Maisel, can he go for two? Dragging out in front, looks for it on the backhand and scores. Off the face-off. Maisel with a beauty. Just getting it in. Working it, forehand, drags it backhand, stuffs it 5-hole. 8-3 now for Sachem. Trying to stamp a victory here and get their 8th win of the season.
No, it should be fine. It should survive. That's not the last
Zub with it. Drags around one defender. Zub now around a second, trying to beat a third. Finally interrupted. Greisch taking it away. Not cleared though. DeCipio with the puck. Backhand pass. Goes right into the midst of the Tigers and they break out. Puck now bouncing into the right wing corner. Beal there for it. Beal wrapping around the boards to the far side. Thomas Martin and Coggins skating after it. Played ahead. Now Tolliver will have a chance going one-on-one against Greisch. Tolliver gets there first and then pinned into the boards by Greisch. Teammates following him up with the assist. Puck still down low. Comes over to DeCipio, lines up a slap shot wide to the left. Puck off the end boards, carries to the far side. Sachem gets to the rebound, 5:30 to play. Puck hits the post. Now down low. Almost played to the near point where DeCipio would have gotten it again. Here's Greisch playing it out. Meyer carrying it deep into his own zone. Now trying to gain some speed. Plays it off the boards and out. Thomas Martin back for it. Plays it across. Prin needs to wait for his team to get on sides. Held up at the blue line because of it. Prin, an opportunity to get it around Coggins. Puts it past him, but doesn't get it past Koisko. Meyer with it again. Up the left side. Meyer a shot off to the right. Team holds it in for him, but Meyer will back up and go for a change. Prin and Ryan with the puck. Prin breaks in. Has Brace to his right. Prin looking for a shot. Does actually go for the pass. It caroms through the cage with no shot attempted. Now it comes net front and will be deadened by McCartney. Under 4 minutes to play here at the rinks. Sachem with a commanding 8-3 lead. Puck comes into the neutral zone and back into the Brave zone end. McCarthy available for a pass. Instead, it's going to be held on to by Ciciari. Turning up ice, giving it over to Prin. Prin, another pass to the far side. Connects with Ryan, who takes it past the blue line. Ryan dumping it in. Braves just trying to kill this clock at this point. 5-goal lead, their biggest of the night. Prin with the forecheck takes the puck back for the Braves. Dragging around up top past the goal line. Giving it over. McCarthy, a shot blocked out in front. 3 minutes left to play in this developmental game affair. Prin still holding on to it. Giving it back to McCarthy. Just barely holding it in at the blue line at the far point. McCarthy, a wrist shot blocked. Prin gets the rebound. Prin back to McCarthy, plenty of room. Could give it over to Ciciaro, instead takes the shot, gets net front, rebound available for Brace, not able to get the shot off. Boysko almost getting the clear, finally does get past the blue line, less than 2:30 to play. Big opportunity here coming for Brace against Thomas Martin. Thomas Martin doing enough on the back check. Now losing his stick. Puck played out in front. McCarthy with it, looking for a shot, blocked again. Puck played forward by the Tigers into the neutral zone. McBreedy with it, loses it out to McCarthy. Now McCarthy taking it past the blue line. Thomas Martin coming after him. McCarthy gets the shot off, hits the near side of the goal. Under 2 minutes to play now. Puck wraps around to the far side, held in. Braves coming in on the offense, looking for one more goal. Stopped on the near side. Puck off the boards again. A clearing opportunity for McBreedy, and he does do so. Skating it forward. Has to get past Kane. Dumps it in and then goes for a change. Here comes Quinn, fresh off the bench, looking for instant pressure. Overskates the puck just by a little bit. Puck in deep. Kane the first one to it. Quinn will be quick after him. Kane turns the corner, passing it forward to Miller. Miller now with the puck, gets broken up in the neutral zone. Kane taps it to Fusa. Taken back by the Tigers, slapped in deep. Should go down for the icing, and it will. Under a minute to play here in regulation. Still an 8-5 game. Goal scorers in the third came from Tolliver, Miller, and Maisel. Assists in the third belong to Miller, Maisel, and Adams. So a lot of Sachem players recording multi-point nights. Kane watches the puck go through his sticks, gets it away from Quinn, who wanted the breakaway. Cross to DeCipio. DeCipio giving it forward. Here's Martinez. Martinez doesn't get around that check. Does reclaim the puck on his backhand and plays it in deep. So Sachem will move ahead in the standings. Now 8-6 on the season with 16 points. Northport Huntington will be 1-12 with the 2 points, 7th place in the Developmental League. One more shot for Quinn, hits off the near side of the goal. It was a solid night for Quinn overall, as here comes Martinez, one final rush. Martinez trying to get around that check, 3 seconds on the clock. Probably not going to get the shot off, and that will do it for the game. 8-3 the final. Sachem with their 8th win of the season here on the LI Sports Network. Thank you so much for listening, and we will be back with another game in just a couple of moments as we transition over to our varsity matchups of the night. 2 of them to be exact. And those will be coming up shortly here on the LI Sports Network. Once again, final score, Sachem 8, Northport Huntington 3.